Well, hi folks, I'll just give you a quick look at how the giant onions are going. About 3 weeks after I did the last video about them, when I potted them on, and as you can see they're absolutely huge now. They've grown really well in the last 3 weeks since I put them into these 4-litre pots. I'll show you the sort of width of them. Look, they're thicker than this finger, as thick as my finger now. And that's a really big one over there. That's hopefully going to be the giant one, but like I said, they've really shot on over the last 3 weeks. So much so that I may actually have to plant them out into the polytunnel without any heat a lot earlier than I would have liked to, really. Ideally, they want to be, like when I've normally grown them, they've been this size by April, but now they're this size by early March, so they've grown a bit too quick, and I'm probably going to have to plant them out into my polytunnel when it's still frosty because I've no heat in my polytunnel. But one thing is, I've got these different lights. That's a T5 and that's the old CFL ones. I've had to put that up because I used to have a 4-foot one of those over all these, but it broke, so I've had to rig that one up, and the little one there as well, and the little one used to be over these. But I've no more light, so I've just rigged a couple of little diddy ones up there. So it's not ideal because those diddy ones should be at the side here giving these more light. But I've ordered another bulb, another one of these sorts, because I've got another one of these lamps to put over those, and then I can transfer those little lights to the others. But it's remarkable, these sort of more old-fashioned, if you will, sort of lamps don't give out any, even though it's more powerful, that's 150 watts, and these are 120 watts. The amount of light difference is quite considerable. Those T5 ones give out so much more light, so anyway, we'll have to see how they get on. But as I say, I couldn't be happier now with these, apart from the fact that they are growing a bit too quick. If that's a complaint. They've got maybe 8 or 9 leaves on now, so they're doing really well. It's just a matter of planting them out in the polytunnel, and I'll try and get them to hang on till perhaps the end of this month. But the thing is, you don't really want to let them hang on and get too pot bound in with the roots, because that can sort of shock them and stress them into going to seed. So as long as there's a decent amount of roots but not too many, they should be okay. But if they do start getting pot bound, I'll have to plant them out whenever they're ready, because like I say, I've no room in here now. If I try and back out of this room, it's about 3 foot wide and 4 foot long, so there's absolutely no room to pot them on anymore, because I'd have to put bigger pots and I'd have no room whatsoever. So yeah, it's good, been good. Like I said, they've grown really ridiculously. I don't know whether, the only thing I've done differently this year is to use that EcoThrive charge, that beetle poo, and some of the TNC mycorrhizal fungi at all stages of potting on, which is another sort of plant booster. Gets attached to the roots and makes things grow better because they search out the nutrients in the soil. So it's either one of those or both of them together. But anyway, they are growing absolutely superbly at this stage, but it's a long story anyway, the onion growing. Once they get into the pot, we're at the mercy of the summer weather, and then we'll see. But so far so good. Just a quick roundup, folks, of how things are doing, and they're doing really well. I just hope the weather behaves itself and warms up a little bit so I can get them planted out. So that's about it, folks. Giant onions. See you later.